Afternoon baseball here on the show. Ought to be a good one here between the St. Louis Cardinals and the Chicago Cubs. Anthony Rizzo will try to write his name in history books and break the single-season home run record. Next. Yu Darvish, the right-hander from Japan, will get the starting assignment in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Wow, talk about a number that jumps out at you. This guy's whip, which is walks to hits to innings pitch, is less than 1 coming into this start. That's not an easy thing to do. That tells me one thing. Not only is his stuff good, but he wipes people out quick. This is a real good pitcher.
Colton Wong will stand in. So we check out how he did in August versus how he's finishing off the season down the stretch here in September. Now a chance to look at the starting 9 for the visiting St. Louis Cardinals. D-Row, what's your take as they look to end their losing streak?
Well, Matty, one thing that jumps out at me is the fact that this is a modern-day lineup. A lot of swing and miss, but not many people concerned about it. We were around the cage during batting practice. These guys are trying to drive the baseball out of the yard. They are not concerned with taking 3 and going back to the dugout.
Darvish has been a real grinder on the mound with over 230 innings of work on the stat sheet this year. And during that time, he's worked to a sub-1 whip, less than 1 base runner allowed per inning. Here's Darvish on 0-2. Comes back with the cut fastball for strike 3 called, and there are 2 down.
This has not been a weekend to remember for him. He's just been completely lost at the plate, flailing all over the place. Now that's his 6th strikeout of the series. They've really got him figured out.
Paul Goldschmidt is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. Dan, D-Row, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon, they're definitely in a nice stretch as they've won 6 of their last 7 ball games.
Yeah, Matty D. And you know one thing you don't want to do here, D-Row, you've been on some good teams, not to lose focus at this point of the year, to keep the big picture in sight, because there is a postseason lurking, and it's so easy to get ahead of yourselves and not take the rest of the schedule serious.
I think the nice thing for this team is that they won the division. They will, for whatever happens, get a 5-game series. It's not that 1-game wild card winner.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. It's the Cardinals nothing. Cubs coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Carlos Martinez starts the game on the mound for the 3rd and final game of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, this guy's done a real good job on the year keeping the opponent's batting average down. Both righties and lefties coming into this one, hitting under 250 against this guy. He's been good all season long.
Line hard to the left side. 0-1 count and the pitch. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
I know he's down in the count right now, and it's not looking good, but he's been swinging the bat so well lately. I don't think he minds this one bit.
Oh, and it's not often you see a guy like that flail so badly up there, but that was a great pitch for out number 1. Standing in, Steven Souza. Day off for him yesterday, but back out there for this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Good deception on the slider there as he's way out in front. Dan, D-Row, we take a look at this Cardinals ball club as they enter play this afternoon. It was another loss for them last time out, and that makes them 2-8 over their last 10 games.
Yeah, man, things haven't gone too well so far in this series, D-Row. They're looking to avoid the sweep here in this one.
Yeah, they got to get off in the early innings. It's going to be monumental if they can push a few runs across and give this pitcher a chance to relax.
Good pitch there on 0-2. Breaking ball out of the zone away. Might set up another breaking ball to see if he'll chase this one a little bit farther off the plate.
Two pitch is fouled away. 1 out, nobody on. A bouncer to the left side. DeYoung's got it. On to first, and a good stretch over there is going to get him by a step for the 2nd out. And a chance now from the north side of Chicago to check out the Cubs starting lineup. Danny, any thoughts?
Well, of course, you have to like what Anthony Rizzo brings to this offense. He's having a historic season. He's got over 60 home runs already. Even if he doesn't hit another one, we're talking about him with some of the all-time greats. It would be a real treat to see him mash one in this one.
Here's Chris Bryant now. Popped up. DeYoung is there, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. We are still scoreless. Digging in now will be Matt Carpenter. 9 at-bats for him in the series so far, and he's collected a pair of hits. He's set. Here it comes. And a called strike down in the zone. 0-1. And this is high, a ball and a strike. The 1-1. Now a swing, and he pops him up. This is right out in front of the mound. And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1.
That is it.
Okay, here's how the Cubbies are lining up defensively. And let's focus on Anthony Rizzo. Not only a Gold Glove winner, this guy has won a Platinum Glove, bailing out his infielders time and time again with his soft hands and feel for the game.
So that brings in the power-hitting middle infielder, Paul DeYoung. No balls and 1 strike. Still looking for our first hit in the ballgame. DeYoung in an 0-2 hole here. DeYoung is a strong defender playing up the middle in the infield. He's got great hands, good range, the big arm, and those skills are not lost on his teammates, his coaches, or his front office for that matter.
Yeah, he has the ability. What I love about this ball player, he's got such a great internal clock. It seems like it's bang bang at first every time, but the guy's out. He's got sure hands and an accurate throwing arm.
Weeder.
Here's the catcher, Matt Wieters, now, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Chopped at the plate. That winds up foul for the second strike. Count remains at 0-2. Chopped toward the second baseman. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Wow, I think he took it for granted there a bit. Probably thought he had it in the bag, and he just lost concentration for a minute. Now his pitcher has to pick him up with 2 outs.
Tyler O'Neill is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
Well, you can see he's coming right at this guy, just pounding the ball in the strike.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. 1 left for the Cardinals. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. And that'll bring Anthony Rizzo to the plate. His head-to-head numbers against Carlos Martinez. He's collected 11 hits in 49 tries. He's also hit 3 home runs. And it's fouled away. The windup and the 0-1. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. And the pitch on 2-1 to 2-2 now. Fouled off. The 2-2. And he fouls this one off. Here's another 2-2. Loud contact there, but it's well fouled. Another try at 2-2. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
That strikeout was a real good example of a pitcher continuing to make a guy chase out of the zone. When you recognize a hitter is in protect mode, you don't have to come inside the strike zone. You can just expand further and further until he literally can't touch it.
And there's ball one.
One ball, one strike.
Bottom of the second here with no score. Fouled away. The 1-2. Again, he sends it out of play. Here he comes again, 1-2. Yanked on the ground down the line. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Now here's the pitch.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
After multiple pitches were fouled off, it gets a little disappointing as a pitcher. So you think, say, I'm going to throw one way off the plate and see if he'll chase it. Didn't happen.
And it's fouled away. Bases are empty, one man out. Fouled off. Another 2-2 offering. On pitch number 10 is the one that finally does it as he strikes out after a long battle here. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Down 0-2 to a guy with this much weaponry, 5 pitches he can go to, not looking good.
There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball.
Hey, I get it. He wants to set up that breaking ball down and away, but that 0-2 fastball wasn't even close.
2-2.
2-2.
Well, he kind of got caught chasing the first 2 pitches out of the strike zone, but I think he's caught on to their game a little bit right now. 2 tough pitches that he took.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. 2 complete. Still scoreless here on the show. Now batting, Lane Thomas. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
0-1's the count.
Unable to find the zone with the slider. Thomas, a 6'1" right-handed swinger and thrower. He was a 5th-round pick during the 2014 draft.
Hey, this middle round selection is still developing, but he's doing it at the big league level, and he has a lot of time to get his tool set ironed out.
Souza has to come in a few steps, but he has it for out number 1. And with 1 away, time for a quick check of the standings, and it'll show you that these guys had the division race all sewn up as they look forward to baseball in October. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Carlos Martinez, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. In there for strike 1, 0-1. Cardinals have been held out of the hit column here. And he fouls this one off. Now that's popped up. Rizzo will get there as he's able to tuck this one away just past the first base dugout for out number 2.
The second baseman.
So it's back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring up Colton Wong. Here's the first pitch to him. Fastball was too much for him there. Swung right through it.
You can't go after that pitch with less than 2 strikes on you. There's no way you're going to do any damage with a ball executed down and away in the zone.
Behind 0-2 now. 0-2 count, and the pitch. Slider. Ooh, thought he had him, but it's 1-2.
Wow, that's a close pitch to take, but when you're a good hitter like this guy.
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. Down in order go the Cardinals. Home half of the third coming up. No score. And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
No balls and a strike to count. Lays off the circle change there. A ball and a strike. Fouled away. The 1-2. Hit hard to the right side. Foul. The 1-2. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Now here it comes. And it's fouled away. The 1-2. It's taken on the inside corner. Strike 3.
Boy, he's really on a roll on the hill right now. As we roll through it again, remember, he struck out the side in the last inning, and now he picks up right where he left off by striking off the leadoff man here. Let's see if he can keep this going for a little bit.
So digging in now, David Bodie, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Out in front of it, strike 1. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, and he needs a little discipline here. 0-2.
Wow, he's cruising right now out there. 4 straight punch outs and working on number 5.
And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Good pitch right there with the bases empty. Why not take a shot? Throw that breaking ball in the dirt and see if he'll chase after it.
Checks his swing here, but he does so in time.
Wow, that pitch wasn't even close, and he almost chased it. If I'm the pitcher, I'm going to expand the zone even more on the next one.
Popped up. Martinez is there for it, and that's the second out of the inning. So 2 are gone now in the Cubs half of the third, and the pitcher bats next. That'll be Yu Darvish. Here's a first pitch slider that just tails out of the zone. It's ball 1. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Can't fall behind against the pitcher. Need to minimize pitch count against the easy outs, and this is certainly one of them.
Got himself a 2-0 fastball there, but he couldn't connect. 2-1. Swung out and missed, and it's even at 2-2.
This hitter right now looks overmatched with a fastball. I think you go right back to it.
On the ground for the shortstop, DeYoung. He's right there. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Cubs are down in order. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. Digging in, Dexter Fowler, 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance.
Yeah, in today's game, certainly don't get completely reprimanded for too many strikeouts, but no one likes to go down looking. Expect him to be a little bit more aggressive at the dish this AB.
0-1 count. Here it comes. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike two.
0-2.
Still all zeros in the run column here in the fourth inning. Dan, does this continue or does somebody score here?
Oh, you have to love, Matt, we have so many of these games that are 12-10 and 9-8. It's nice to see a low-scoring pitcher's duel for once.
Ready with another 0-2. It's in there, and the Cardinals look to have an extra base hit on their first hit of the game. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
Everyone knows that this guy's numbers are not where he wants them to be so far this year, but you never know by that swing. He looked fluid and confident, driving that pitch for a double. We'll see if that gets him going a bit.
And that brings up Paul Goldschmidt as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at bat. 0-2 now as a curveball drops in there for a strike.
You rarely see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and man, as a hitter, probably a good chance.
Just a sec now as that ball finds its way into the outfield, a base hit. They'll get it in quickly to the second baseman, so it's runners at the corners now with nobody out.
Hey, this has the makings of being a pretty big inning, D-Row. Leadoff double, now a base hit, and all of a sudden we're looking at first and third.
Yeah, sometimes you wake up and just get smacked in the mouth right here. He's going to have to start executing pitches. He cannot leave a ball over the heart of the plate right here. He's going to have damage on his hands.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike two. And he misses there. 1-2. A bouncer to the left side. Only play will be to first as we'll see our first run score here as this is a 1-0 ball game.
Really good job of putting the ball in play right there. Even though it wasn't a base hit, it does bring the go-ahead run for his team.
One man gone for the Cardinals in the fourth, and that'll bring in the Illinois State product Paul DeYoung. Strike one to start the at-bat. The 0-1 pitch. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control. 0-2.
Hey, he's got great feel for that pitch right there. He can throw it anytime he wants for a strike.
Looked like the cut fastball there, and he got him to swing through it for the second out.
Well, his struggles continue. It's been a rough go of it at the plate with him, and watching this at-bat, it's clear to me that his rhythm and timing, they're just all off. Even as a pitcher like I was, you can tell these things and exploit them.
Comes set, the 0-1.
Got to believe you're going to get some tough pitches in this count with the base open at first. This is where you have to regroup and find a way to get a good pitch to drive in that run.
Popped him up. Fegley is under it. And that's the third out. Cards forced to settle for one. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. Cards lead it 1-0. And that brings up Javi Baez back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, man. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
Now the pitch. Swung on, but it's pulled foul wide of third. The windup and the 0-1. Now look out as that pitch sends him tumbling to the ground. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first and no swing. It's ball 2. Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1. Took a good cut that time, but comes up empty. 2-2. And a swing and a miss there on a late breaking slider as he set down on strikes for the second time this afternoon.
Man, they really had his number so far in this series. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone.
At the plate now, Steven Souza, as he'll swing and miss at a first pitch slider at strike one.
Rock solid performance up to this part of the ball game right now. One of the keys, 90% of his first pitches have been for strikes. And when you do that, you really make the hitter swing at the pitch you want them to swing at.
Fouled off.
Got to take advantage of that pitch right there. 0-2 breaker hanging over the heart of the plate. Not going to see too many of those today.
And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Cubs to this point have yet to break into the hit column. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
Boy, this guy has really good stuff so far in this one. How about 7 Ks, and we're just in the middle innings of this one. If he continues this up, this could be a real solid performance.
Digging in next will be Chris Bryant. As he'll take a look at ball 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Hard hit toward the hole. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They trail this one 1-0. Now in the box, Tyler O'Neill. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
0-1.
First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. On the outside, Black. Good pitch called for a strike. A breaking ball swung on and missed, and he's set down for the second time this afternoon.
Well, we're all hearing his name in the Cy Young Award discussions at this point in the season. It's pretty hard to argue against it when you watch him dominate a guy on 3 pitches and send him packing without much problem.
Lane Thomas swings and misses there, so he's down 0-1. And it's quickly 0-2. And he struck him out, and that's 8 strikeouts thus far. So stepping in, Carlos Martinez. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. 0-1 the count. Looked like he tried to pull it there, but he swings right through the fastball.
Hey, and the beat goes on. That's number 8.
And he fouls this one off. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals, but they're up 1-0. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. No, they have not scored yet, but they have been successful in running up the pitch count, something they feel will eventually pay dividends on the scoreboard as the starter gets tired and they are forced to go to the bullpen. For now, they're sticking to the plan.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Fouled away. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2. Ripped on the ground to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Stepping in, Josh Fegley. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Sometimes you just got to tip your cap to the guy on the mound. He's getting paid to try and get you out as well. Anytime it gets up there north of 7, 8 pitch ABs, sometimes it just comes down to pure execution. Let's see if he makes the adjustment right here.
Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch.
Ball one. Two the count.
Well, he hasn't thrown him a strike yet in this at-bat, and we're 2-2. Clearly on the mound, he's banking on the fact that he'll chase pitches if you give him a chance.
And this is drifting foul back into the stands. Hit high and deep to left field. Back on it is the left fielder, still ranging back into the bleachers and gone. A solo shot here to left, his first home run of the season, and the Cubs are back to even now at 1 run apiece.
Wow, that's a rough go. Not only do you lose the no-hitter, you lose the shutout, but after that swing, we're all tied up. Let's see if this guy can get back in a good mental frame of mind and start throwing some zeros back up on the board.
In now, Kyle Schwarber.
Left fielder. Kyle.
As he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball, 0-1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And a slider just about gets away from him there as it runs in a bit too close for comfort.
I'm seeing all the signs of fatigue right now. This is when you really have to bear down mentally as a pitcher.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2. Trying to pick up that outside corner, but this misses, and it's back to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. And it's fouled away. 1 run, just 1 hit, 1 error for the Cubs to this point. Got him, and that's 8 strikeouts now for him in the ball game.
We know he's probably still thinking about that game-tying home run he just gave up, but I'm going to give him credit for not showing that it's bothering him. When you come back and strike out the next guy, it shows you've still got your head in the right place.
Here comes the Cardinal manager up out of the dugout out to the mound. And he's going to make a move, as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll head for an early shower as he fails to go the requisite 5 innings, but it doesn't matter anyway in a tie game. He'll leave with a no decision. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Ian Happ is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. Now here's the pitch. Swing and a miss on the sinker, a ball and a strike.
You have to find a way to lay off that low sinker. There is just no way to do any damage. You're just looking at either a bruised shin or a ground out to the left side.
On a good pitch there, had him stretching to get out there, and it's 2-2 now.
Hey, you'd like to see a little bit more discipline in that. You get a count in your favor and he's swinging a pitch that bad? Not good.
High and deep to right. Fowler looking up. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. A solo home run here off the bat of Ian Happ. Home run number 56 on the year. And the Cubs move out ahead 2-1.
Another excellent swing right there. That's multiple home runs in the same inning. Watch yourself. You're missing over the heart of the plate.
Stepping in now, David Bodie. As he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball 1. He popped out in his first trip. 2-0 now.
This at-bat sets up really good right here, right? Hasn't seen a fastball yet, but now he gets to count at 2 balls and no strikes. He has to be looking for a fastball right here.
2 balls and a strike to count. The 2-1 home. Hit high and deep out to left center field. Back goes Thomas at the track. And it's out of here. Back-to-back 2-out home runs. So a solo shot here to left center field. 38th home run of the season for him. And with it, the Cubs have taken a 3-1 lead.
Well, when a manager talks about hitting being contagious, that is exactly what we're talking about. One guy tees off, and the guy behind him starts to feel a little bit more confident, a little bit more focused. The next thing you know, you've got 3 home runs in an inning.
Carpenter with the slide.
He goes to first. What a play. So they get 3 runs here, all coming via solo home runs. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. It's the Cubs 3 and the Cardinals 1. Back now for the start of the 6th inning, and we send it down to Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cardinals to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said they've been chasing at pitches out of the zone all game, which obviously doesn't usually lead to good results. Until they start being more selective with their swings, he said they will continue to struggle.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. First pitch on its way. Hit on the ground to third. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Now batting, the right fielder.
Here's Dexter Fowler now. 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far. First pitch of the at-bat. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1.
Offensive game plan needs to change right here. They need to get a little bit more aggressive. It's too late to try and work counts.
And he struck him out. So double digits now. 10 strikeouts for him thus far. So 2 gone now in the St. Louis half of the 6th. And stepping in, the power-hitting first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Got him out on his front foot. It's 0-2.
You know, over the course of a full season, you're going to have some clunkers, and this certainly looks like one. By the look on the manager's face.
Hit high and deep to left field. Going back is the left fielder. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. It's a solo shot here for Paul Goldschmidt. 29 home runs for him on the year. And the Cardinals are back within a run. It's now a 3-2 game. Ball's jumping in this one. That's the 4th to leave the yard so far.
Matty V, this is just one of those days where the ball seems to be flying, D-Row. The hitter's on point. The pitchers aren't making very good pitches.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. It's all about executing pitches, and they're not doing it today. They're leaving a lot of balls over the heart of the plate, and this offense, both offenses are taking advantage.
Here's Darvish on 0-2. Fouled off. And yet another strikeout here. His 11th of the ball game, and this one ends the inning. Cardinals do get 1 back on the solo home run. Through 5.5, it's the Cubs 3 and the Cardinals 2. Here's Javier Baez, and he's likely just trying to put one in play here. 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts thus far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Committed to that one a bit too soon as it locks him up for strike 1.
Boy, that's a jam shot right there. That's as good as it gets, in my opinion. Woo, up and in.
This pitch is popped up. Carpenter waits on it. 1 away. At the plate, Steven Souza 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon. First offering on its way. High in the air out to center field. Thomas is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2.
Now batting.
Digging in, Chris Bryant. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point.
This guy has been unbelievable. There were billboards outside Wrigley while he was still in AAA, and what is he doing? He shows up, Rookie of the Year, MVP. I mean, get in line.
And it's 1-1.
Interesting sequence of pitches right there. A real ugly swing on a ball away, and it looks like the batter has a much better idea of what he's looking for after that second pitch.
1-2 now. Now here it comes. The 1-2 is a breaking ball. They can't find the zone, and it's even at 2.
So you'd love for him to offer at that one, but the execution was flawless. Nice curveball that starts in the zone and breaks just out. Just a great take by the batter.
Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. And he fouls this one off. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Cubs are down in order, and it remains a 3-2 ball game. New inning set to get underway, and that'll bring in the Illinois State product, Paul DeYoung. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
Although he doesn't use that pitch too much, if he's able to steal some strikes early in the count, could be something they have to think about.
2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2. He struck him out, the 3rd time he's fanned in the game.
No hitter is ever going to feel good about taking the hat trick with 3 strikeouts in a game, but I will say he's not the first guy to have a terrible game against my men on the mound. And you know what? He won't be the last. We all know he's one of the best in the business for a reason.
At the plate, Matt Wieters, as he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. No hits to this point. Fouled away.
He was absolutely all over that fastball. Have to find a way to keep that fair.
Got him. As he just continues to mow down these hitters. 13 strikeouts now.
2 up, 2 down on strikes in this inning. He looks really sharp out there, guys.
First pitch on its way. Tyler O'Neill is in for the 3rd time as he swings and misses at that one. It's 0-1.
Hey, it's really hard to pitch a gem. And what helps? This guy's first pitch strike percentage, how about 100%? Can't get any better than that.
And it's fouled away. Very tight ball game. 3-2 our score in inning number 7. And he's going to add to the total. 14 punch-outs now as that ends the inning. Down in order go the Cardinals. They trail 3-2. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Number 62 will take the ball now as the new pitcher. Bottom of the inning now, and that brings in Anthony Rizzo.
Number 62. Now playing lefty and batting 9.
First delivery to him on the way.
Harrison.
Oh, had him chopping at that one. It's 0-1. 1-1 the count to the Cubs first baseman.
That's a good pitch to lay off right there. That cutter inside, and that is a real tough pitch for hitters to lay off of. And a lot of times if you do swing at that cutter in, you're going to end up with some firewood in a broken bat.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
Goldschmidt will wait on it. 1 down. Josh Begley will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here. A solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ball game to this point. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Popped up. Goldschmidt in foul ground, and no one will track it down. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Not close with that one. It's way above the strike zone. Cardinals get the bullpen started here as a right-hander's up and warming. And it's 1-2. Struck him out, so he's set down on strikes for the second time today.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys in this one. The bullpen has looked sharp and have backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
Standing in now, Kyle Schwarber, and he's a bit tardy there on the first pitch fastball. It's 0-1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2.
Well, they've really had an answer for keeping him in check in this series. He's offered very little resistance with the bat in his hand so far.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. The 1-2. And he chased it in the dirt. Wieters has it. And the throw to first ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They're up 3-2. Ready to begin the 8th, and next to bat will be the outfielder, Lane Thomas.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Behind 0-2 now. 0-2 count, and the pitch. Got him. And that's number 15 for the ball game. So you've got to figure he's got a good chance here to finish this one off. And with that in mind, we take a look at the league leaders in complete games. And as you see, he's up near the top, currently tied for second in that category in the National League. Comes set with the 0-1. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2.
You know, when a guy starts to get tired, you often see their breaking stuff start to flatten out, but that's not the case here. Still has really nice finish on that slider, as we just saw.
So he racks up the swinging strikeout on the breaking ball. Harrison Bader is sent packing for the second out of the inning. Colton Wong started to go around, but it's a called strike. 0-1. Tying run at the plate, the 0-1. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Souza is under it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. 1-2-3 go the Cardinals. Still a 3-2 ball game. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and that'll bring up the former first-rounder and Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Back outside.
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Outside in a full count, 3-2. You see a right-handed batter waiting next, but he could very well be pulled back as the situation dictates. Oh, and this ball is absolutely blasted high and deep into the bleachers and out of here. So a solo shot here to left center field, his second home run of the game, and it gives the Cubs a 4-2 lead. John Gant is on to pitch here in the 8th with nobody out.
Number 53.
Into the box, David Bodie. Popped him up. Goldschmidt has room in foul territory. He's got it 1 away. Riding in once again, Yu Darvish. He's been great on the mound, so we'll see if he can do something with the bat here as well. He's earned a chance to take this at bat.
Yeah, Matt, when a guy's throwing the ball as well as he has, it kind of forces the manager's hand to stay with him. He's been exciting to watch, and he's really had this crowd behind him the entire game.
And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. Cubs pitcher at the plate, trailing with a 1-2 count.
It's becoming more and more common in today's game to see relievers like this that can run it up there close to 100 miles per hour. But it's so fun to watch it. He blew it right by him there.
Got him.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best two-strike approach either.
At the plate now, Javier Baez. As the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike one. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
I love the fact that this batter continues to be aggressive, but after striking out twice already, maybe he's got to take a step back, see the ball a little bit deeper, and be willing to work deep into the count.
The next 0-2. Got him. And that's the third time we've written a K next to his name in this one. Cubs get a run here thanks to this solo home run. Last chance coming up here for the Redbirds. It's now 4-2 Chicago. All set for the start of the inning, and that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder, Dexter Fowler. And we kick off the ninth inning with a swinging strike here, 0-1.
Hey, he's been on point from the start of this game, just pounding the zone with a high 90s fastball. It almost looks like he's gotten stronger as the game's gone on.
Looking to send him packing again. And another one. Strikeout number 17 in the ball game as he keeps racking them up. Coming to the plate now, Paul Goldschmidt. It was a solo shot for him in his last at-bat. No balls and 1 strike. 1 out, nobody on. Right there, and it's quickly 0-2 now. A bouncer to the left side. On to first, and that means the Cardinals are down to their final out now. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Matt Carpenter. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the ninth.
I think he's forgotten about sometimes, Matt Carpenter. When we talk about best hitters in our sport, I think he's one of the more underrated offensive players.
Behind 0-2 now. Cardinals down to their final strike here. Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2. Crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. Count still at 1-2. 2 out, nobody on. Fouled off. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Yeah, and sometimes you just need a guy to go out there and battle. It doesn't have to be pretty all the time, but just good enough to get the job done. Well, this guy, he was a heck of a lot better than that, going the entire 9 innings, saving his bullpen, and getting the win.
4-2 the final score today. The Cubs earn the victory despite only collecting 4 total hits. Yu Darvish wins his 23rd of the year and recorded 18 strikeouts along the way. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Chicago Cubs. 4 runs on 4 hits, 1 error. They left no runners on base. For St. Louis, 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors. They left 2 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 54 minutes. Our paid attendance at Wrigley Field this afternoon, 41,649. As always, we thank you for your support of Chicago Cubs baseball and remind you to please drive home safely.
The regular season is winding down, but the postseason races are heating up. Here's how yesterday's nail-biting action went down. In the National League Central, Yu Darvish was unstoppable in his win with 18 strikeouts as the Cubs took down the rival Cards 4-2. He is currently leading the National League in strikeouts. As of today, the Cubs are in first place in the NL Central. They are more than 10 games ahead of second, while the Cardinals are fourth in the division. They're over 20 games out of first. The Cincinnati Reds got 12 hits in this one as they defeated the Pirates at PNC Park 5-1. In the standings, the Pirates sit in last place in the National League Central Division. They're over 20 games out of first. And the Reds are third in the division. They're over 20 games out of first. The Giants picked up 14 hits in total as they got the best of the Brewers at home 10-6. At the start of the day, the Giants sit in last place in the National League West Division. They're over 20 games out of first. And the Brewers are in second place in the NL Central, yet they currently hold a spot in the race for the National League wild card. The Astros had 12 hits as a team as they beat the Braves in Atlanta 9-3. Entering the day's action, the Braves are in second place in the NL East, 1 game out of first. And the Astros are in second place in the AL West, yet they currently hold a spot in the race for the American League wild card. The Miami Marlins finished off a 3-game sweep as they got the best of the visiting Mets 3-2. The win was their 6th straight as a team. Heading into the day, the Marlins are in last place in the NL East, 17 games out of first, while the Mets are second in the division, 1 game out of first. The Phillies brought out the rooms in a 3-game sweep as they pulled away from the Nationals 6-0. As of right now, the Nationals are in first place in the NL East, 1 game ahead of second. And the Phillies are fourth in the division, 16 games out of first. Scott Oberg earned the 3rd W of his season, leading the Rockies to a win against the Diamondbacks 4-3. They had previously lost 11 in a row. In the standings, the Rockies are in 4th place in the NL West. They're over 20 games out of first, while the Diamondbacks are second in the division, yet they currently lead the race for the National League wild card. The San Diego Padres snapped their 5-game losing streak as they got the victory in extra innings against the Dodgers 5-4. Entering the day's action, the Padres are in 3rd place in the NL West. They're over 20 games out of first, while the Dodgers are atop the division, an impressive 10 games ahead of second. The Rays sent 3 balls into the seats as they took down the Yankees in the Bronx 4-1. As of today, the Yankees sit in second place in the American League East Division. They're 7 games back. And the Rays are third in the division. They're over 20 games out of first. The Red Sox earned the 3-game series sweep as they took down the visiting Orioles 11-2. At the start of the day, the Red Sox are in first place in the AL East, a sizable 7 games ahead of second, while the Orioles are fourth in the division. They're over 20 games out of first. The Toronto Blue Jays completed a 3-game series sweep as they beat the Tribe in Cleveland 2-1. As of right now, the Indians are in 3rd place in the AL Central, 16 games out of first. And the Blue Jays are in last place in the AL East. They're over 20 games out of first. The White Sox totaled 11 hits as they bested the Tigers in extra innings 7-4. Heading into the day, the Tigers are in last place in the AL Central. They're over 20 games out of first, while the White Sox are second in the division, 13 games out. The Minnesota Twins launched 3 home runs as they stole a victory in extra innings over the Royals 4-3. Entering the day's action, the Royals sit in 4th place in the American League Central Division. They're over 20 games out of first. And the Twins are atop the division. They are more than 10 games ahead of second place. Andrew Heaney pitched into the 9th inning with 1 earned run on his line, helping lead the Angels to the victory over Oakland 4-1. He is among the AL leaders in wins. In the standings, the Angels sit in 4th place in the American League West, 14 games back. And the Athletics are atop the division, 2 games up on second place. Joey Gallo had an outstanding day, driving in 5 on 3 hits, leading Texas to victory over the Mariners 9-8. He is among the American League leaders in home runs. As of right now, the Rangers sit in 3rd place in the American League West Division, 8 games out of first, while the Mariners are at the bottom of the division. They're over 20 games out of first. That'll do it for now. Enjoy today's Pennant Chase baseball, and don't forget to check back in tomorrow morning for all the highlights from the action.